NATO moved to clarify remarks made earlier today by Secretary General Mark Rutte. During a press conference, Rutte had implied that 4 U.S. soldiers, missing since a training exercise in Lithuania, had tragically lost their lives. Comments that sparked immediate concern. The U.S. Army swiftly countered, emphasizing that the soldiers' fates remain unconfirmed. NATO responded on X with a statement.
On the 4 U.S. soldiers missing in a military exercise in Lithuania, the search is ongoing. We regret any confusion about remarks Gen NATO delivered on this today. He was referring to emerging news reports and was not confirming the fate of the missing, which is still unknown.
According to the U.S. Army, the 4 soldiers were operating a Hercules armored vehicle during a routine training mission when they disappeared. The incident has left military officials scrambling for answers as the search intensifies. Hours later, the vehicle was found submerged in a body of water near the training site. A coordinated recovery effort involving the U.S. Army, Lithuanian Armed Forces, and local civilian agencies is now underway to locate the soldiers and uncover the cause of the mishap. The missing soldiers, all from the 1st Brigade, 3rd Infantry Division, based at Fort Stewart, Georgia, were participating in tactical drills as part of a larger NATO initiative in the Baltic region. Their sudden disappearance has raised pressing questions about the safety measures in place for such high-stakes multinational exercises. While on a diplomatic visit to Warsaw, Secretary General Rutte addressed reporters, visibly shaken by the unfolding situation. He revealed he'd received word of the soldiers' possible deaths during a lecture earlier that day.
This is still early news, so we do not know the details. This is really terrible news, and our thoughts are with the families and loved ones.
Lithuania's public broadcaster, LRT, reported that the soldiers and their Hercules vehicle were last seen Tuesday afternoon. The incident took place at the General Silvestris Jukauskas training ground in Pabrade, a small town in eastern Lithuania, just under 10 kilometers, or about 6 miles, from the Belarusian border. Search teams have been deployed, scouring the area's rugged terrain and waterways. The Baltic nations, Lithuania, Latvia, and Estonia, form a critical part of NATO's eastern flank. Since breaking free from the Soviet Union in 1990, they've maintained a wary stance toward Russia and its ally Belarus, relying on NATO as a bulwark against potential threats and from their neighbors. Relations took a sharp downturn after Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine in February 2022, deepening the divide between the Baltic states and Moscow. Lithuanian President Gitanas Nausėda has been among Europe's fiercest supporters of Ukraine, pressing NATO and its allies to hold the line against Vladimir Putin's forces. This incident with the U.S. soldiers casts a stark light on the risks tied to military collaboration in this tense geopolitical hotspot.